In the depths of the night, where shadows creep, I'm dancing with the devil in a soulful beat, feeling the darkness crawling under my skin, and no angelic harmony, just the devil's violin. The demons howl, they're singing their blues. Deep in my bones, the darkness brews. My heart's a prison trapped in this pain, fighting these demons.
Next, we're going to be doing the uphill both ways thing. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but
Well, it
no,
was Texas. So.
Back in my day.
yeah. Shoebox in middle of the road. Yeah.
Right, shoebox.
But no, the thing is, you guys are doing the thing that we all dreamed of doing. You are, and for the person who does not have handicraft skills or the stuff at home to do it themselves.
Yeah.
You are doing it for them. You are giving them those magic things where they can wave it around and for a minute they can pretend it's all real.
Yeah.
And that improves the role playing for half the people, because some people are good actors and some people are not. Some people are the people that the teacher would ask them to read the passage from Shakespeare, and some of the people are the people that the teacher would ignore. Because when it was reading time, every word would be its own sentence.
Yeah. Like, period. Period.
But you guys provide the thing for the people who can't do it. So, and which is the delight. And let's face it, which is the reason jaded old farts like me will actually say, "Oh, I'll buy that," because I do have the money, at least this month. Well, I mean, because Kickstarter keeps rolling along, and there'll be something else next month. But I mean, I will. It is. I look at it and I go, "Ooh, I have to have this." I don't say, "Oh, I'm never going to buy that." I say, "Oh no, I have to have this." Too often. So you're doing it. You're winning you're winning all of the prizes, because people like me are spending when they shouldn't.
Yeah, me too.
Because they just have to. They just have to. So you win.
Yeah, good.
Well, something comes across my feed, I'm like, God damn it, not again.
Yes, I have to have
credit
this.
Card.
Yep.
That's the reaction we're going for, gents.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is good.
Sucked in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've done it. Yeah. Yeah. You win.
You're welcome.
You get all the prizes, and we are happy to bankrupt ourselves, because it is like, oh, I have to have this. It's not, oh, no, it's I have to have this.
Right.
There is no argument about it. I mean, if my wife was still alive, there might be an argument, but there's no one to argue with me now. So it's like, right, I have to have this. The fate of the free world depends upon it.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Look,
there you are.
If I'm going to spend $100 on either a nice dinner or on a box that I'm going to use for a campaign for the next 6 months, that is an easy choice for me.
Oh, sure. Well, you see, I'm
too.
on a pension now, so I'm used to eating dog food. So yes, I will happily spend it on a box instead.
Well, I look at it like, I go out on an anniversary with my wife and I spend $400 or $500 on a nice dinner somewhere in the Eiffel Tower or where we were last time. One of them was the Eiffel Tower, and I don't mind doing that, and so I don't mind spending this stuff here because I can, But yeah, I'm like Ed. I'm not retired yet, though. I'm not a pensioner yet. If there's anything for me to pension later, anyway. But
right.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to hand over my credit card and to buy these.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and and people should get their players to chip in. Like this is the DM is doing them a great service. You're putting a lot of time and effort into essentially hosting a party, and nothing wrong with the party goers chipping in a little something.
No, and I agree. In some like my son, unfortunately, I got him into D&D right out of high school, And as my wife shakes her fist at me every time
Yeah,
he
you
goes,
should be arrested for that.
I'll
Yeah,
put
yeah.
off doing that next year. Don't worry about it. But he does paid games, so he's a paid DM.
Uh-huh.
And he was so timid about it. I'm like, no, you're doing this. You're providing them with 4 hours of incredible, entertainment. You're buying the books. You're spending your time on your own setting. You charge them because they should be able to help you, pay for this stuff. If they're gonna reap the rewards of having a great time, then they
Mm.
need to be, to give you something
But
for it.
but your point stands. Spending a lot of money on something that is over and done with at one occasion versus
Right.
something that you will use and enjoy for months to come. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the end, it's no contest. There might be contests about individual things at the time if somebody else is involved in the decision making. But when
Right.
it comes to value for money, there's no contest. You guys are
Right.
winning.
Oh, you
You
are.
guys, yeah.
Absolutely.
We are opening our wallets and saying, I'm sure there's something else down here. Yeah, I'm sure I can find some more money because we have to have it.
Right.
And when we react like that, you win. You've done it. That's what you needed to do for that product. And it's not like, oh, they've got me again. It's like, no, please get me again. I want to be got because
Right, right.
I'm getting the cool stuff that I always wanted to get when we were young and couldn't because
Yeah.
they didn't exist. Nobody was doing it. You're doing it. So it's only right that, everybody goes, oh, I have to have it. Oh, those guys at Beadle and Grimm's, they're going to be rich again. Well, of course they are.
Of course.
They've earned it again. And later
Remember the
on,
part where I said we're not very good at the business angle?
Yeah,
Trust
yeah.
me, nobody's getting rich over here, but
Well,
we're,
yeah.
we're having a
Well,
good time. So
Okay, that's good. No.
Yeah.
I realize
Yeah.
that all these things are relative. As
right,
in,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Can you keep the lights on and the wolf from the door? Well, then you're
Yeah.
rich.
So far, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll
You're
take
rich
it.
enough. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool.
Also, I noticed on here. I know this is God forbid I'll be flayed for steering away from Forgotten Realms or D&D.
Yeah.
We had Todd Stashwick on our show a couple of years ago, and now you got this thing in Kickstarter for Star Trek Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about
John, you
that.
want to talk about that one real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Kickstarter. You people can still go to back our kit and grab it, but it is a murder mystery game. So it is one of those games where no DM is necessary. You all gather around the table and just plan to spend a few hours figuring out through with all the clues that are given to you who the murderer is
Really?
in this adventure. Yeah. It comes with a Star Trek badge, and the badge has an element where you can scan it and it pulls up 3D images, and you
No.
go through and you scan other elements in the box, and it pulls up web pages, and it should be a really fun night.
Right.
And Stashwick is who played a captain in the
Captain
Picard
Shaw.
show, did a bunch of the voices that you get to hear on the audio
really?
files in the game, and he
Nice.
also helped do the Kickstarter video. He's a great friend of ours.
Yeah, I see the videos. I'm looking at it there. Yeah, he really wanted to continue with his Captain Shaw thing. He wished it was before,
Jeff.
and I know they're thinking about it now. So,
Shh, Jeff, we can't talk about that.
oh,
That's okay.
We can't talk about
We won't
Yeah.
say anything about that.
That's right.
Well, we love working with Todd. He was on Faster Purple Worm. He's done live shows with us as well. Just a
great.
great friend, and he was very generous with us in getting involved in that.
And he's such a geek. I love it, man. He is.
Oh
such
yeah,
he did his show. He did our show from his Lerd Nair, his Nerd Lair. Sorry, Nerd Lair. And oh god, I'm envious of that too. So, but
yeah. If you look at the video he shot for us, it's in that same space.
It's in the lair. Yeah, I
the
saw
background.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent money. See, he got on the show. I went and bought his stuff too. So
Awesome, perfect. Can I plug one more thing since we're off the D&D subject?
anything
I'll
you
throw
want,
one more
yeah.
thing out there, and then we'll let you go. But so in a few weeks, we are going to be launching our next Kickstarter, which is going to be for the Avatar Legends role-playing game.
No, really?
Yeah, so that is launching on May 6th. And we're really excited about that. We're working directly with the people who made the original game, and but we're working in the era that takes place before Aang the Avatar, the one that everybody is most familiar with from the show.
Right.
It's the Roku era, which gave us just this really wide open canvas to work with because there haven't been a lot of stories told in that era yet. So we're writing content for that. It's a whole interconnected series of adventures, and that will have the books, but then we'll also be doing sort of a platinum edition experience for that as well, with a lot of immersive elements, these really beautiful scrolls, and
Hmm.
it's been really fun because it's sort of a different milieu than fantasy D&D kind of stuff, and
Right.
we've been able to be really creative with how we approach this and how it might be different from the things that we usually do. So
Oh, that's cool.
That sounds majorly cool.
thank
It
you.
really
Okay,
does.
I'm looking over at my wallet. It isn't screaming yet, but it is cowering. It's cowering around behind some of the books. It's like,
Good.
no,
Work on
no.
that.
Yeah,
You may see it fly away.
this is so cool. This is lovely. It's sort of like it's like calling up the North Pole, and you guys are rolling out Christmas.
Yeah,
A
really. I
little
know. I'm
early.
telling
No,
you.
it is. It's like wee because I live to go bankrupt on this stuff. So thank you very much. This has been great.
Oh,
And
thanks, guys. It's such a pleasure talking to you both.
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks for
this
having
is
us.
fun. Yeah, and yeah, keep those cool things coming. I have a
Yeah.
shelf up there that hasn't collapsed under the weight of it yet.
Oh, then we haven't done our jobs.
That's
You
right.
haven't
The
done it.
challenge is
If you ever want to see what his lair actually
no,
looks like,
God, no.
on the Fans of Ed Greenwood on Facebook, there is a 30-minute video of me, him, and Curry walking through his house, going into his dungeon lair of all of his 100,000 books or whatever they are, but
Wow.
showing that space, you see him in there.
Yeah.
Literally, he fits in that space, and that's it. It literally, if he backed his chair up, he'd hit that bookshelf. He has
Underneath these
books. He has
clothes, I am
homemade
naked.
bookshelves above the computer, being held up by bricks. And then, yes, and all
God, I
the
love
books.
that.
And behind him, it goes up to the ceiling where he has all of his maps and all these other different things. So he's not kidding when he says that.
And there's a special shelf for yacht race. Remember the
Yes.
old Parker Brothers game with the box that was like
No.
half? Oh, okay. A really old Parker Brothers game.
Okay.
Really simple for the family. You just raced around an island. There's an island in the middle of a lake. And you can cut people off and cut their wind and stuff like that. You can have line squalls and stuff like that. But the box, which was a purple, is about half the size of a dinner table.
Wow.
I was wondering how it earned its own shelf, but sounds like
That's
it's
why.
on volume, not on quality.
Yeah.
necessarily, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So if you ever feel masochistic, yacht race is your.
Okay.
Your forte, right?
But it's
Right.
one of those
If I-
games.
Just about
If I
big enough.
want to get divorced,
Well, no. You take it home and you say, "Dear, I am saving the economy of the United States of America.
That's right. Because
We're
I'm
gonna
buying
redo
this.
this game properly."
That's right. Oh, you can make it
Because-
twice as big.
Yeah, because when you're playing it, it's gonna be one of those things you're gonna itch to redesign it.
yeah.
You're gonna open
right.
it, you're gonna start playing it, and you're going, "Oh, screw this, we're fixing this."
And your Kickstarter can be you actually have 1 foot model boats that you use on the table. They have their own spinnaker. They have a little crew that you put
Jeff!
inside.
Yeah,
Jeff,
how
you're-
could this fail? I mean,
Jeff, you're thinking too small. You give us a couple of months, and there'll be real yachts all over
Okay.
America we can play with.
right.
It's kind of like Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing, but he was such a stickler he shot it on location.
Shot it on
right?
the moon.
That's right.
All right. Yes. Now I see how we get like games of the future. Okay, sure.
That's right.
Count me
Okay.
into these meetings.
That's right.
You guys will have to drink the bourbon your end, and I'll drink real stuff this end.
Oh.
This is cool. And we're out. No.
Well, thanks, guys, really for coming in and updating
Yeah.
us on what's going on. And I want to do this in the future when you have more games and stuff. I know you're gonna keep doing this and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we wanna keep along there with you and keep everybody advised of what's happening.
So if you have new cool stuff around Christmas, just
Yes.
saying.
Yeah, just in case, drop me a line. Oh, and I did send you a copy of our Ed and mine's recent dragon book that we
Oh.
did on the DM's Guild. It's just a bunch
Amazing.
of dragons I made up, and there's magical items thrown in there too. Just something to look out and enjoy.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely let us know
Awesome.
of any new things in the future.
Oh yeah. Listen, anytime. We love coming on and talking with you guys. Just shooting the shit. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
exactly
what we
love to
do.
We shoot shit. That's
And
it. That's
sometimes the shit shoots back.
it. Us. There you go.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Real
Wow.
pleasure.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks
guys.
for having
Y'all
us,
stay
guys.
safe,
Thanks,
and we'll
guys.
talk to you next time. Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
In the depths of the night, where shadows creep, I'm dancing with the devil in a soulful beat, feeling the darkness crawling under my skin, and no angelic harmony, just the devil's violin. The demons howl, they're singing their blues. Deep in my bones, the darkness brews. My heart's a prison trapped in this pain, fighting these demons, they're driving me insane. Oh, I got the devil darkness blues. Can't shake these demons. There's nothing I can do. I'm walking the line between heaven and hell.
La 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 la